Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday morning to all our little sewing and embroidery and serging peeps out there. It's Wednesday morning, so for us here at Sierra Sewing Quilting Vacuum, it is what's new?
What's new? You're throwing me for a curveball.
We have to say,
It's short and sweet.
short and sweet, yes. We were just having a conversation where we was like, okay, get my cheat notes out so we don't sound stupid. Well, she was.
I'm the one that said
Elaine
that.
was saying
'Cause
that.
I'm the one that goes like.
She said, I don't want to sound stupid. And I said, well, I always sound stupid every week. Because you get, I mean, we've been doing this for a while, but you get up in here and you're still nervous. I hope you're
I'm not a celebrity. I don't have a PR coach that I go home to get coached.
And it's live too.
This is true.
So
This is true.
when we mess up, there you go. That's it. Anyway, so let's go into this. It's our short and sweet. What's new here this week? And it's, as always, we have a website, sierrasewing.com. Go onto that. Go to Live Sales. See a picture of Elaine and I. Click on that. And you will get onto everything we're showing today, and it will be 15% off for 24 hours from this very minute until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, no matter what time of the day or night that you watch it. So, or you're watching it later, feel free to go on there. And we have a phone number. It's right on there, right below us. It's the top number is our number in Reno. The bottom number is the Carson City number. If you have a question about anything going on today, call the Reno phone number. And let's see, we have.
If you have any questions or suggestions, Jared and Carrie are right there on the computer. And so if you need a question that you have that you're asking, you want us to give, be able to give you an answer right away.
Immediate answer, yes.
We can do that. Yeah, we can interact right away while we're still here.
And they want to ask questions and give comments because
we do a drawing once a month. And so for that drawing, you get a free gift item that we don't tell until the day of. So we have no idea.
It was some backing.
We did a package of batting
yes.
last week. Karen won that last week. She was so excited. So you want to give us suggestions to what we're talking about, or ideas, or if you have questions into relation to what we're talking about today. And then that gets you in the drawing. Now you also can get in the drawing for every $50 that you spend with our live sale. So for that 24-hour sale.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean, so just a quick little clarify, if what we have on live is not something that you really want for whatever your reasons are, but you still have some great ideas for our products that we have online,
yes,
you can go to our regular site, that's the non-sale part, and purchase more than $50, and for every $50 you spend, you will also get your name in that drawing during that 24-hour period.
Yes, yes.
So it's not only to our products that we have for today. You can hit the live, order those, handful of items that you love, go into the regular one, and order those handful of items, get up to 50, and you're good to go.
Yep. Yes.
So you'll be ready.
And did we talk about free shipping over $100 within the continental U.S.?
There you go. You just said it.
All right. All right. So I think we're ready to go here.
So we did a beautiful quilt kit. It's fresh linen by Art Gallery Fabrics. It is simply gorgeous. It's something a little bit different than we have done in the past. We did choose a light binding. We thought it was just gorgeous. And Carrie did the most sweetest butterflies in the quilting part. For this. There is butterflies in several different prints of the fabric line. We did just choose a simple blue because we wanted to save the fabric for you
I love this
for the backing. Well, don't love it too much because we don't have it.
Oh, no. Okay. So, Carrie, a question I wanted to ask you before we went live, and I forgot to ask you, is for everyone who's interested in wide backings, those are on our website also. Are they under a separate category?
Wide backs. Okay,
so
there you go.
Anyone out there who's hunting for wide backs, we have them. So just go
and we have
onto
a huge selection of wide backs. We probably have some of the best out there.
And maybe we can get more of this because it's really pretty.
It is really pretty. It is a good one, but like I said, we wanted to save the line for people who wanted to have it for their backing. We didn't want to take it for the backing. So I'm going to hand you the quilt kit so you can show it. It is called. The pattern is called Farmhouse Blues. Now, the size that we made for this quilt kit is a 60 by 75. It requires 4 5/8 backing for 43 inches for a vertical seam, 2 1/3 for 108 wide backing. Now this pattern does come, you can do an optional border if you'd like to make it larger, and that actually is just another 1.5 yards of whatever fabric you would like if you want to add
Really
a border
cute.
to that. And it does give the instructions inside of the...
Do we have, I know someone will eventually ask, do you have that pattern separately?
Right now we do not,
Okay.
but we have more patterns coming in because we ordered more than what we made kits for, so we
Yes.
will have some more.
Yes.
Um,
And
excuse me.
the kit is how much here? I
The
don't have my
kit is
glasses.
$79.99, and you're
Plus
going to get 15% off.
and that's the top and the binding.
It is top in the binding. If you do choose to make the additional size for adding the border, it makes the quilt go from 60 by 75, it changes it to 72 by 87, and so then you'll need to increase your backing, 5 1/3 for 43-inch backing and 2 2/3 for 108.
And if you didn't get all that,
I
you
have
can
it right
repeat
here.
it.
Yeah, I can even
or
post
give
that, or
us
you
a
guys can call us.
Yes.
We have, I mean, the
Because
line is
sometimes
just
you
really
want to buy
sweet.
your backing right when you're getting the.
Exactly. So
I
I kind
showed
of wanted
the
to
floor.
show one of the butterflies because I thought it was
Oh.
really pretty.
Okay. And I want to show one of mine.
Of course. So this was the butterfly that I just found.
I
I
like.
think it's really pretty. It is a directional fabric. The majority of it is directional. And that's why we chose this pattern, was because no matter how you cut your square, because everything is an even square, you won't have any problems with direction. So don't fret because it's a directional fabric. The clothesline, isn't that one too cute?
I love the clothesline. I don't want to hang it upside down. I think that's what makes this a little more unique line of fabric. No pun, line.
Right.
It's the clothesline with a little, it looks like, well, there's clothing and
There's little
a
birds and there's a
quilt.
cat walking.
Oh, there is a kitty
underneath
walking
there.
on the grass underneath.
So it's kind of fun.
It's really cute. I love this one.
It's very sweet.
And true confession time. I'm going to say this because I have to apologize to both Carrie and Elaine because they came to me yesterday and said, what do you think about putting this light, because I'm a dark binding person. They said, well, let's try this light binding. I'm like, oh, no.
This was the binding that
But
we put
then we
on.
took a vote and oops, sorry, my phone. I was outvoted 2-1, so they went ahead and put the light on. And then when I was hanging it this morning, I went, oh, this is really cute. I really do like this. So
Yeah, we did something a little
sometimes
different.
you've got to get out of your box, and I got to take my own advice sometimes.
And
get
Carrie
out
and
of
I
my
are
box.
definitely a darker binding, people. We like that frame around your quilt. So I'm right there with you.
Yep.
Carrie's right there with. I mean, we really were debating heavily on which one to pick for the binding, and when we decided to go with this,
it's cute.
it was a little bit of a question. We were mildly concerned, but we thought, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's do it. We're going to make it work, and it came out beautiful.
Yes,
It's
it did.
really, really pretty. So I'm glad that we went ahead and went with our not sure,
Getting out of your
but
box.
we did it. But we did it.
Yes.
Carrie wants to know if the binding comes in the kit.
Yes, it does.
The binding does come with the kit. Now,
Yes.
I did a little math. If you do choose to go with the larger by adding the border, the way I figured the math, you're actually okay with what binding is in there. But
Really?
if you're concerned, you would only need to buy a 1/4 yard more, and you'll have plenty of the butterfly. But I did do a quilting calculator, and the amount that I gave you, because you need just a little bit more, it actually was
If you
going
want to
work.
make it bigger, and you're totally confused right
Just
now.
come talk to me. I'll help you out.
Yeah. Elaine's here all day today.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so going very opposite spectrum.
Completely opposite. So really moving on to a
This
fun
is
fabric.
just, if you don't know Elaine, she's the one to kind of like, oh, you got to get this.
Oh yeah,
fabric.
I did push Linda into ordering this. This is by Timeless Treasures, and it is a fun dragons. Not cutesy sweet, a little
Nope.
more on the darker side.
Yeah.
Really big and bold. I thought this line was so fun. Pillowcases, quilts,
Yep.
bags. If you're really into it, aprons. I mean, this would be so much fun. I love it.
Was there a game show? I mean, a game or a show with
Oh yeah,
dragons on
there's
it?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons?
D&D.
All right.
Game of Thrones.
Game
oh
of
yeah,
Thrones.
there's
Okay.
the dragon thing is not by any means,
See,
dead.
I don't know this stuff.
Oh,
so
that's huge.
that's why we have
Lots of stuff.
Lots of different people.
Now,
So I know.
I love the eyeballs.
Yes.
This is kind of creepy.
Like I said, this is all.
This is definitely something different, but I thought the eyeballs were so fun. I mean, how about having that kind of around the quilt where you have an eyeball staring right at you in the center of the square?
And this one's
are cool.
interesting.
The
For those of
eggs.
you who do not like pastel Easter eggs, we have dragon eggs here. These are eggs, right?
They are the eggs. They are the
Yes.
dragon eggs, yes.
So
But they're
that's part of
fun.
the supporting fabric, and
Now we did bring in, they had a couple different choices for flames. We chose really the true flames. So if you want to have that going around the border, that would be really fun to have that a border going around with all your dragons. And then now you have the
can't have
scales.
dragons without scales. And these are pretty because it goes into the green, the teal, into black. Just
It's
a lot
really
of
pretty.
fun.
And then we did bring in the
Last but
Sky
not least-
Blender.
Yes.
And I thought this was beautiful. It's just gorgeous. It's very similar to the sky that the dragons are on, but it's just really pretty. So that is our dragon fabric by Timeless.
Fun.
It's really fun, really, really fun.
Yeah.
So hope you guys will enjoy that, something different.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
changing now again
what do
to
you
something
have here
completely
next,
different. Well, we
Elaine?
have some Tula Pink.
Oh, okay.
We have some Tula Pink here.
Is this her fabric?
It is. We
Okay,
got
let's show
in,
that
so
first.
we did bring in 2 different colorways of her mini jelly rolls. So these are little halvesies. Instead of being 42, it's 21 strips of her fabric. You got 3 different jelly rolls. They all coordinate color-wise. We also grabbed a couple of books for jelly roll making for, if you know, for little ideas and things. This one,
So there's a total of how many strips in this pack?
21, 64, 20, 40,
Okay.
63.
Okay, okay.
63 strips.
So there's one in each one of these. There's one of each of the colors that you can see, or the prints. Except they're different, I guess. The bottom
You do
one, their
have some
solids is
solids,
green
so you
and
have
some
2
pinks.
solids, and then you
they're-
have the print in the middle.
Yeah, the print in the middle.
And the whole package will coordinate together.
Okay.
And you'll be able to make actually one of these, because it is 63 strips, you can get a good sized quilt.
Yes.
Just out of this, very
Yes, you
easily.
can. Yes.
And that's why we went ahead, because we were,
And you could do so many fun things with it. You could
Oh, yeah.
use the print for something, these for borders.
exactly, and your binding, because
Outside,
it's already 2.5 inch, so you got
Oh, yeah,
binding.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
could, you know,
Yeah.
connect it together and
Yeah.
make your binding
That'd be
match.
cute.
So we threw in a couple of jelly roll books. This one is the Classics collection. Really, really cute. Fun for jelly rolls. And then we have this one here, which is the love of jelly roll. These
And
are great.
This one's $22.95. And how many does it let it tell us in the beginning?
Well, this one has 12 jelly roll quilt patterns in it.
And how
right
much
here.
is that one?
This one is $24.99.
And so you think about it, 12 projects for $22.
$2 a pattern.
And usually they're, what, anywhere from 10
$10 to $12.
Yeah, or more than that. And this one has, how many? 1, 2, 3. Should have done this before. 4, 5,
It's okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one has 10.
And then we
22.
did bring in, now this one was really cute. This is the Brights of her charm packs. So hopefully you can see a little bit. The neons, thank you, Carrie, neons. So these are cute. But we also grabbed her fairy flakes in white. So you could use that for your background to keep in the theme of your Tula Pink.
Yeah, this is one of her. One
Is
of
it
her
showing
real
up on the
popular.
screen?
It's real popular because she keeps
I
reprinting
don't
it.
have live action. Shared this.
Jared, is it showing up on the screen at all with the print?
Best we can.
It's white
Okay.
on white with hearts, birds, and her Tula emblem.
It's
Yes.
really cute. And if you know Tula Pink, you know what the Fairy Flakes is.
Yes.
So here is the one of the items of her 2 irons that we have coming in.
Yes.
That's been long awaited.
This is the mini iron of Tula's, and she used her her Besties line. It had a little fish print in it, and that's what she used to put on the side of this. Really cute. And this, again, this is the mini iron, so it's a travel iron. It has what they call the soul plate,
Soul plate, I
soul
think.
plate on the bottom of it. So
Your silicone mat to keep you
silicone
from
mat,
burning
yes.
your table.
So you can put it down flat. It has an automatic shut off. of 30 minutes if you have it upright, 10 minutes if you have it down flat, and then it's 10 seconds if it accidentally gets, who's ever accidentally knocked their iron off of their ironing board. But 10 seconds shut off for that.
And it does have steam. It's a dry, you can use it dry or with steam. Has a very
Yes.
nice size well for being a travel iron.
Yes, and it has an 8-foot cord. I love that they're making the cords longer. I remember when they used to make them short, and you just
Yeah, try and scoot your iron over to the closest cord.
Yes, and it does have the different heat settings from a low up to a high. The one thing interesting about this was maybe I just have never noticed it on my irons. I don't know. You tell me if you've ever noticed this, and I'm just the one who doesn't know. There's your steam here, but there's the one on this side would be my left. Steams in the front part of the iron, I guess up here, and the back one steams the back. Do you use that? A steam in the front and steam in the back? I guess you would if you were doing, I can see the steaming in the front when you have something you're working in tight with. But, and then of course, if you do both of them together, the whole thing's going to steam. But I thought that was
That's actually interesting. I never knew you had one that was for front and back.
Yeah, am
kinda
I the
cool.
only one that didn't know?
I think this is the spray.
Yeah,
It's a spray.
I
See,
thought
that's-
this was. Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll
I'm
play
pretty
with it.
sure this will do.
I know a couple
the
of women
nose.
have this because they got it
This-
when we were introducing them. So let us
Yeah,
know.
because it has pictures here. It's showing this, and it's showing the front of this, and this one showing the back. But this one right here is your nose.
Okay, so
Spin.
Limited edition.
they are limited edition.
Limited edition.
So how about a
15%
bonus
off.
question? Since we did this last week, here's a perfect one for a bonus question.
What's your bonus question?
Who has this and can tell us where the buttons are really, because we're kind of figuring out by a picture, because we're doing this
Well,
on the fly.
Yeah. No, I read about it.
Oh, Jared wants to get on this one.
I did read it up, and that's what it said. So there you go.
That's exactly how Linda said it.
Yeah.
No, there you go.
Front steam, back steam, top spray.
Yes. Yes. So the bonus
Bonus
question
question is been answered.
Actually, no. I take that back.
Oh!
There's no spray on it. It's only steam. This is just your power button. That's it.
What's that metal thing?
It's a headlight.
Oh, it does have a.
It has
it
like a
does
little
have
light?
A light.
Oh,
Oh,
how
my
cute is that?
goodness.
Cool.
All right, well, we
Nice.
just all kinds of learning today.
Yes, yes. Okay. There's no spray to the front. It's a headlight.
That's so funny.
I'm
It's
going
a
to plug
headlight.
this in
I know.
as
Now
soon
we
as
gotta
we're
play with it.
done. We're going, and I'm going to see this. All right. So
Too
going
funny.
on to our other new product that we brought in.
Yes,
And
this is
I'm pretty excited about this because we had here at the store a ruler that we used all the time, and we had a little guard on it, and everyone always said, "Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's been here forever." And then all of a sudden, finally, years later, the guard has
And
come
what did I
out.
do to the other one here last week?
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why I fell in love with this right off the bat. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last week while I was
yeah.
cutting a lot of fabric for some customers, somehow or another, I managed to take the blade and drive right over the acrylic ruler. I
Yeah.
did not cut myself,
Yes,
but I took a chunk
yeah.
out of that ruler.
It-
you literally cannot
and
use
I was
that
back
side.
there when
I
I-
did it
It's
twice.
like, what was that?
Oh, it sounded
I
awful.
immediately told her to count her fingers. They were all there still.
No
but-
blood, nothing like that. I did it again about an hour later. I nailed it again. I'm like, okay, this is really bad. So I had to turn the ruler around. I have a big piece of tape on there. Says, do not use this side because it's that bad. I took such a chunk out of that.
Yeah.
So this is going to save me from ever doing that again.
Well, this is actually, I mean, if she can do that to a ruler, imagine what she can do to her fingers. So that's one of my questions of the day. Has anybody ever taken a chunk of their finger off with a rotary cutter?
Right? And how many
I was
stitches
here-
did you need?
Yeah, I should have gone and got stitches, but I
Excuse
just
me.
didn't. And I was here by myself.
Oh, gosh.
And I saw the chunk of,
Well, let's not get graphic.
yeah, I saw it fly, and I knew
You were
immediately.
not by yourself because you came and picked me up from middle school about 10 minutes later.
Oh. Okay,
She
so
felt
Jared
like she
doesn't
was alone.
So
She felt alone
anyways,
cutting herself.
that is actually what this guard is for. It's not so much guarding your ruler, but it can, but it's also
Meant to guard your hand.
guard your hand, because when you put this on the fabric, you're going to hold it and your finger is not going to go over.
Well, and the ruler, because your rotary cutter, this sits in a 1/2 inch onto your
Suppose it-
ruler.
yes.
So when you do put your rotary cutter, which is obviously right next to
Right, that's
the
why it's got to
ruler,
be in a 1/2 inch.
you have that little gap, so it's going to run right along there and not allow it to go scooting over like what I did and like what everybody else has done. So it's a great
Yes.
little safety measure. They're only $9.99. They are so worth it.
And I can't, I haven't seen this happen, but I have had somebody tell us that if you have the right saw, you can saw these in half and they
Yeah.
don't shatter or split or anything.
It
And
is
you can
acrylic
put
if you do it
on-
right.
Yes, you can put it on a smaller ruler also.
And it's completely clear. You want to take it up to the...
I'm putting them on my rulers.
Oh yeah, well, and you can put it on
I'll
both
take
sides
another
because you know
chunk.
you have your halves and your holes, but you can see right through it. The glue tape that's on this does not distort your lines in your ruler, so you're not going to have to worry about not being able to see your lines if you're trying to use the ruler itself to cut your inches, like you're doing your strips or you're
Right.
doing your 4-inch cuts. You'll be able to see exactly where your lines are to use your ruler for those sizes.
I'm excited about
Yeah.
this. We got quite a few, so.
So this is mine at the cut counter. I won't cut myself.
She's already claimed
I
it.
know, right?
Yeah. So that I'm pretty excited about that.
That's
So,
a good one.
All right, I think that's
That's up for my side.
what. Yes,
It's
we
now
gotta go to
we're
Jared.
Says the headlight works great.
Oh, okay. Karen has one, and she said the headlight on the Tula Pink works great.
That's kind of fun.
Now, right now we have these ones in. The larger ones were supposed to be in also, but they were.
They've been pushed out to April
By the
April,
company.
May by
Yeah.
the company. Yeah, so they are a little bit been pushed out. Our
They can
Peeps
Can
that
they still
special ordered
pre-order
it.
those?
Yes, they can.
The large ones, the small ones are here, but the large ones you can still pre-order. So if you want to do that,
and we have a special price
know.
for pre-order, but not included in the 15. So just a FYI on that
yeah.
one. Yep.
So where do they go on our website to pre-order the larger one?
Under ironing.
Under ironing on our on the
Just type
site.
in Tula iron.
Okay.
In search, it'll come up.
Perfect. You guys can order
so-
that right online. Awesome.
Yes, under ironing, or you do a search for Tula iron, it'll come up. All right.
Excellent. Well, I am going to say goodbye to
Jared ready
you
over
for now,
here?
but
He
I'm going to
looks
send
like
it
he
right over to
is.
Jared. He's got all kinds
Okay.
of goodies to talk about. So I will see you guys all next Wednesday. Have a wonderful day. Here's Jared.
All right, thanks.
Tell me if I got it right. Oh. Well, it requires me to look in 2 different spots.
Not quite. That works, and let's also hang this down a little bit.
Don't chop your head off. Remember, you're a little taller than me.
There we go.
All right.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. I really need to look at getting a second camera. I was looking at cameras this morning. It's just, they're not cheap.
I know, but we're
Just
gonna
make
get-
our lives a lot
yeah.
easier.
Well, we need 2 cameras for a few reasons. So.
Yes. So, good morning, everybody. So, first off, I want to start off by just kind of recapping our Floriani event.
event.
Yes.
Oh my
I know we
goodness.
had been talking about it for a while, and I'll be honest, those of you that didn't come, you missed out. Just saying.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Very educational.
Yes.
I've been to these Floriani events many times, and every time I go, the biggest thing is I learn something new, and the second biggest thing is I relearn things that I've forgotten.
Yes, and that is a perfect example
classes are
of
for.
what I was going to say is I don't care how many times you've been to one, you always learn something new because it's like on these things I get it.
'Cause
It's
they're always
8
coming-
hours.
they're
It's
coming
a lot.
out.
It's a lot of information and it's a fire hose.
Yes.
Straight to your face of information.
But-
and reality
but they
is
gave
I think if
handouts.
you
Yeah.
leave that place with 15% of the information that they talked about, you learned a lot that day. So
they
every
gave
time-
handouts. DJ gave handouts for
Yes, they
everything.
did.
So
They
that
did give handouts.
good
So everybody
reminders.
that came, you got to take that home and redo it all.
Yeah.
But it's just you learn so much each time you go to it. I mean, it's like when you're in school, when you go to algebra, how many weeks did you go over the same subject? Because it just takes a while to get that process down, right? And it's a great thing with that Floriani also. It's just, and different educators, they come up with different things.
Yes.
They do tend to know different product a little bit
Yes.
more than others, and
Yes.
so on and so forth. And
Yes.
so it's really nice just getting that information.
Yeah.
So if you didn't come,
Let us know if you
too
came.
bad, so
Make
sad
a
you
comment
missed
about
out.
it.
Come to the next
We're
one.
going to have more. Don't let Jared make you feel too bad.
Yes,
we'll
come
have
to the
another
next one.
We're just
You got it,
encouraging
so.
you to come to
Yeah,
things to learn.
it's an absolutely great one, and
Yeah.
we will be having them back sometime
and
soon.
we give great discounts during them. So.
Yeah, a lot of good savings.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good savings. Just, you want to reply to Melody on there, Carrie, please? And then, so the only other thing that I want to go over before we go into these things that are sitting right in front of us, I had to switch the machines because I realized Linda was sitting over there and I had to put the smaller one over there. So
Shorter one.
yeah, smaller, shorter one. Cat, the Floriani class, we generally, I can't say that we're going to have it every single year. It kind of depends on our schedule throughout the year,
yeah.
what other events we have going. But we do like to rotate events in and out through OESD, Floriani, all kinds of different things. So all I can really say is just keep an
Keep a
eye out.
lookout,
And when you
yes.
see events, sign up for them. There's
Yeah.
a reason why we have them.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yes.
They're great. They're
Yes.
great knowledge learning times.
Yes.
So the only other thing I want to go into is this week we started our next sale, which is buy two, right? Yeah, buy two, get one free of all 4-piece fat quarter packs. So come on in for National Quilting Month and come on back and see Elaine or whoever's back there and pick out some great,
And we stocked up on fat quarters.
Yes, we did.
yes.
Yeah.
Lots to choose from.
Yeah, it's getting really annoying when Elaine comes into the office every 2 weeks. It's like, I need more price tags. And these price tags are not easy to print because it's like the thick cardstock, and my printer does not like it. So you literally have to sit there and babysit the printer.
We need more.
All of those.
More last week.
Yeah, I got to get some more ink, I think. So yeah, buy two, get one free on those fat quarter packs. So come on in, stock up on those guys. You can never have too many fat quarter packs from what I understand. So going into the next portion here, I want to talk about two of our best selling machines that we have out on our floor for a couple different reasons. I chose these two because they fit, and I made a video on this guy, the Janome 3160 last week, put it on our YouTube, go check it out. But I just want to talk about these two because they're such great machines for a multitude of different reasons. Whether you are buying your first machine, whether you are wanting a travel machine, whether you want that step up machine from your basic entry level machine, they fit so many different genres and aspects of people's lives. So I want to start off with the 3160 here. And this is truly one of probably our best selling machines under $1,000.
The Janome
Yes.
3160.
For a lot of great reasons. First off, it is one of the first machines in the lineup that turns into electrical machine versus computerized machine versus a mechanical machine. And believe you me, I know when I say computerized, people are like, huh? I don't want a computer.
Even though their car's computerized,
yeah.
their TV's computerized.
If you can find a radio
their
station on your computer,
On
you
your-
can easily find a stitch.
yeah.
Not on your computer, on your car.
On your car,
You
yeah.
can easily find a
Stitch.
stitch on your sewing machine. By computerized machine, all it literally is
Push buttons.
push this up arrow
Instead
to
of-
change 0 to 1,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Instead
I
of
mean,
turning a dial, you're
Yes.
pushing a button.
That's it. It's
Yes.
not like you're sitting there running some software on a computer that you're
Let
just
me-
like, what is going
your,
on?
Your younger ones, like I'm talking high school and even down to 8-year-olds, well, they don't want the dials.
want
Yeah,
dials,
they don't
yeah.
want them. They're like,
On every
Prehistoric.
experience that we have with kids,
yeah,
if you're trying to get a kid into sewing, don't put them on something analog. because that's not what they live with this day and
Yeah,
age. They
yeah.
live with computers, they live with a phone.
I mean,
they've got
sometimes
this
there's a
button.
budget,
Yeah.
and you know,
And I understand
that's
that,
an
yeah.
entry-level budget type thing.
But if you really are trying to get them into it, we see such a better, I guess you could say, return on investment on these computerized machines than you
Right.
do a mechanical machine.
Right.
And with an electronic machine, computerized machine, it opens up a whole new world of features.
Yeah.
Features like, and this is a great example. Ronnie had a lady come in a couple weeks ago, and she came up to me and she just said, I want a basic mechanical machine that I can travel with. Okay,
We hear
sounds
that
good.
a lot, yeah.
And then like 30 minutes later, I turn around and she's going home with this machine. So later I go and talk to Ronnie. I'm like, what happened there? Why did she go from a mechanical to the computerized? And she's like, well, she started saying things like, well, my FOF, I want to be able to do needle up, needle down. And she's like, well, you can't do this on this mechanical machine. And Ronnie said, and the customer says, well, my FOF can do that. Yeah, because it's computerized. And there's so many things that she just kept coming back with of like, well, I want this feature. Okay, well, you can't go mechanical. Because mechanical machines don't have those features. All it is a motor and a couple cams to run things.
Right.
Once you have these touch buttons, you can add things like scissors. All you do is touch the button, cut your thread, take your fabric out, and you move on. What was the other thing I was talking about? Needle up, down. So it's a programmable needle up and down, needle stop function as well too. So you can program the machine to always stop needle up or always stop needle down.
Can't do that with a
times.
mechanical.
You cannot do that with a mechanical machine. It's just gonna stop wherever it is. And also, if you have noticed something about a mechanical machine versus a computerized machine, when you are stopping, somebody that is using a mechanical machine, they'll push the pressure foot up, and then they'll try to pull their fabric, and they can't pull it out, and then they have to turn their hand wheel until they can pull their fabric out. That is because
So
they
many
do
little
not-
things, yeah.
They do not stop at the right position
to pull it out.
to be able to pull that fabric out.
Right.
That's where that needle stop position comes in, because they stop at needle up position, which is the perfect position for the sewing machine to kind of release those threads more or less. So you can pull that out, trim your threads, and move on to the next portion. So there's so many little things that you just like, oh, I didn't realize that. And that's when it's funny, you see those light bulbs click on in people's eyes that they're like, oh, okay, I do want a computerized machine. They're so
Right.
nice.
Right.
So moving on, 3160, I absolutely love this machine because it comes with so many, it's packed inside of the
popular.
box with so much stuff inside of there, okay? So not only does it come with, as you see, all these stitches on the front. I mean, how many are there? I think there's 59 stitches plus a bunch of buttonholes. So there's a lot of great stitches on there. But the two things that I really love about this machine are what it comes with. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about that it comes with is this Janome quilt attachment set. So inside of this box, you get a walking foot, you get a seam guide, you get a free motion foot, you get an open toe foot, and you get a 1/4-inch piecing foot. How much is all that?
I don't know, but I mean, most of them don't come with
and
a
a
seam.
quilting bar.
I'm amazed. I'm impressed with that seam guide because most of the machines do not come with
They do
seam
not
guides.
come with a seam guide,
And
yeah.
people are always asking, and I did not realize this one came with this. I'm just a little surprised.
And Kat, in
Nice.
addition to that, for the speed button, we do have a speed control on this machine. And if you don't know what a speed control is, basically if I turn this all the way to the left and I go pedal to the metal, we're going like 3 miles an hour.
And that's sometimes great for your beginners. So if they're like your 8, 9, 10-year-old that don't, that's all they know is go all the way down.
Yeah,
If you
they
can
don't
move
have
that.
Foot
And
control.
yes, and that's the only way you can slow them down is to move that.
Whereas on a mechanical machine, you go pedal to the metal, it's full speed.
Yeah.
So yeah, inside of this box, I mean, this box, you get a walking foot alone, it's like $50.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, with the free motion foot, that's another, depending on the brand, $20 to $50. quarter-inch piecing foot. Most machines in this price range do not come with a quarter-inch piecing
You
foot.
have to buy that separately.
So, I mean,
It's
this
around
box
20,
alone, you're talking $100.
Yes,
Then,
easily.
also, I think, over here, what else? It comes with an extension table. It's a great, great piece. And now, kind of, Mom, can you show what that does? The feet aren't down, so just kind of
I do have to put
hold
them
it.
down to put
Okay.
it in, though.
But an extension table is absolutely great because it just literally extends your machine bed. Just
Kind of
kinda
hard to
hold
do it
there.
backwards, yeah.
So it literally just extends your machine bed there. You're
Yeah.
good, Mom.
And
They get
this will go flat against here. So
Yeah.
you have like some extra space over there to hold your project.
Yeah, so you got all the extra space to support your project for your quilting needs. You can do ruler work on it, everything right out of the box. Now, if we were to buy this table separately, it's another $100. So all of this is included in this machine, okay? And this machine is normally $9.99. Sale price on it is $6.99. It's just this crazy good deal.
It has a little ruler on here too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So this is just a crazy good deal, and I want to say this machine is like 13.9 pounds. So it's a super lightweight machine. You can take it to classes, you can put it in your RV, you can use it as that step-up machine. It's a great, great machine for so many different things. Okay. Now, moving on up the line is we have the Baby Lock Lyric. So this is also a stunning, stunning machine. Because for a lot of the, well, obviously all the same reasons that you have over here on the Janome. You've got all the computerized things, so you've got all the needle up, needle down, all of those computerized benefits.
And some more.
And some more. Jumping up, you have a lot more stitches on this machine. Keep in mind the price point on this machine is higher. It is another step up. But again, we're talking about great machines that are great first machines, great step-up machines, so on and so forth. Travel machines. So you get a ton of stitches in here. And then additionally, you have automatic tensions on it, so it makes it very, very easy. You don't have to mess with anything. You change. It has a sensor, a fabric sensing system in there also too, okay? So if you are doing, like, let's say you're doing a zigzag on whatever, right? So if you put in 2 layers of cotton in there, it's a real thin, and it's gonna adjust you to give you a great stitch on those 2 layers of cotton. But then all of a sudden, one of those jelly roll rugs,
Yes.
right?
Yes, gets thicker.
It sees that that's so much thicker. And now if you don't
Or
know what
denim.
a jelly roll rug is, I think there's like, what, 3 layers of batting in there, a couple layers. These things are thick. I mean, and so you put that all under the foot and the machine sees that you've got more material under the foot, so it lets out a little bit more thread on each stitch to still maintain that good stitch for you. So I
And
like,
denim. A lot of people will have to sew on denim and
yes.
doing the hems on that or repairing seams. It's thick.
Yes. Bag making, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, and then also one thing that I really love about this Baby Lock machine is the needle threader.
Threader.
All I do is once I thread it down here to my last thread guide above my needle eye, I just come over here to the side of the needle threader and we're threaded.
Yes.
That's it.
And when you get
So easy.
when you get eyesight like me at my age, oh my goodness, I love it.
Yes. And obviously with this machine, it is a little bit bigger than what we have over here.
Throat space a little bigger,
Yeah,
yes.
throat space is definitely bigger. With that, it is a little bit heavier, but it's still a lightweight machine to tote to classes, everything like that. I mean, this machine, I would say, 99.9% of all sewing and bag classes that we have in the store, this will power through everything. It will be a perfect machine for you. So if you have that big machine at home and you just don't want to take it to class, I understand.
Yeah.
Having one of these is
Yeah.
great to have also. So you could take it to class, especially in like the Baby Lock lineup. If you stay within your same kind of machine brands, your accessories will fit. So like if you have a big Baby Lock at home, you could get one of these. Your bobbin's gonna fit, all your optional feet are gonna fit, everything of the sort. Same with Janome. If you've got the M7 at home, which is an amazing machine also.
Yeah.
If you got the M7 at home, that guy's a beast. It's heavy, it's big, but
Yes.
it's awesome. And people don't want to take it to class. But most all of those accessories will fit over here. Same thing with Foth and Viking. If you've got your Epic or your Icon at home, You can take those, not only the bobbins, but the bobbins, that's whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the feet,
exactly.
feet will carry over. And then additionally with this machine, why I also picked this machine, because it comes with pretty much the same things that you have in this kit. So not only does it come with a walking foot, it comes with that free motion foot as well too. And then it also comes with a bigger extension table. So I like this guy because it also has the built-in knee lift. I like knee lifts.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people kinda
Bonus
tend to
question,
not.
how many of
Carrie's
you-
over here like absolutely
Yeah,
not.
how many of you use the knee lift? I don't use it, but I think,
I don't use
I
it,
wanna
but when it's
try
there
it.
and I need it, I love
yes,
having it.
I want to try it more. Yeah, I want to try it.
So Carrie did bring up another feature that is actually one step above this machine, which is called the pivot feature. Pivot feature is really, really nice, but
yeah.
it doesn't come into machines until they have an automatic presser foot. And what the pivot feature is it's kind of a step up from that programmable needle stop position.
Yeah.
So like the one step up machine from this is the Soprano. It will, if you have it set up to do it, it will stop with the needle down and it will raise your presser foot like 2 millimeters. And that way, automatically, without you touching anything, all you do is take your foot off the gas and it does it for you. So then you can pivot
With your
and
needle
continue
still
on.
down. Yeah,
Yes.
so you don't move,
Yeah.
your fabric isn't moving on you.
Yeah. So back to knee lifts. I like knee lifts when you need them and when you want to use them. Yeah, if I have a machine with a pivot feature, no, I don't want a knee lift because
Right,
why do
right.
you need it, right?
Right.
But if you don't have that pivot
Yeah.
feature, it's really nice because it's
And that's why
to do
machines
it.
will go up in price, is a lot of these type of features. I mean, we have a lot of people come in and say, I don't need all those stitches, I don't use them. Well,
the stitches are free. I'll put
The
it that way.
yes.
They just put them in there just because
Yes.
they can. I mean, they've been on
if
every
you
single
get
machine
more
for
stitches
20
in
years.
yes, if you get more, as you go up, you get more stitches, decorative
Yeah.
stitches in your machine. But that's not what is making the price
not
go
what you're
up.
paying for.
And a lot of
You're
people
paying for
think
features.
they're paying for all these
Yeah.
decorative stitches, and you're not.
You're not.
Because, like Jared said, the stitches have been around, and they add more as the price goes up. But it's the features of the machine is what makes the price.
It's like the
go
step
up.
down from this machine. Yeah, you get less stitches, but you don't get automatic tensions. You don't get all these other features you don't get the included accessories.
Which
You
is-
don't get all
and
these other
that's
things. That's what
what's-
you're paying for.
That's
not
a
the
difference of
stitches.
price, right? Right.
So you get all of those add-ons inside of this machine as well too. And then also just for quilt month, we're throwing in also, this guy's normally, by the way, $24.99. Sale price on it is $19.99. But for quilt month, I'm also throwing in a special on it. And Mom, I'll have you talk about that.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
This is a Quilter Select package. Does it have a name?
I don't think it really has a name. It's just
Okay,
the
what's it
Quilter
called?
Select Tool Bundle.
Yeah, tool bundle. That's what it's called. Quilter Select Tool Bundle. And what it has in it,
So this is a $200, over a $200 value that we normally sell for $149.99.
right. And what it has in it is a ruler, Quilter Select 2.5 by 18-inch ruler, which is a nice size. We sell these all the time in our beginning quilting classes and even
Quilting,
beginning sewing.
yeah.
And then it has the Quilter Select rotary cutter, thank you, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
And all I can say, I had the Olfa forever too, but once I got this, and honestly, I had to tell you, it felt heavy to me at first, which is one of its features. But at first, I didn't understand that. I was like, wow, it's heavy, you know. Then I went back to a regular Olfa, and I went, oh my goodness, I have to press so hard on this to get a cut. The weight on this keeps you from having to go so heavy onto your, which is good for your wrist, and onto your mat also, and have to press so hard on that mat to get your cut in. So I absolutely love the rotary cutter. It does have the self-erase marker in it. I love, this one is this air race marker? It's purple.
Yeah, it's air erase, yeah.
So I use both depending on what I'm going to do. I use the water erase a lot because then it sprays, it comes off really easily. The Air Erase is for something that you're going to do right away. If you want it, if you're going to wait 24 hours, some of that will be gone. And then it has Alex Anderson's that has a lot of her quilt patterns in here on a CD. And the little, I can't remember is there instructions on the little
I believe so,
disc? But if individually, did you have a price if they were going to buy each of these individually? The mat?
It's over $200 if you're to
Yes.
buy each of these individually.
Yes.
So
Well, I think that,
Normally-
Rotary cutter alone is almost $70.
Yeah, the rotary cutter
69.
alone is $70.
I believe it is over $70 now.
Yes.
I believe it's $72.99
Yes,
now.
and then the mat.
Come test it if they want to.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah,
I
Elaine
love,
does have these
what I
out.
love about Quilter Select mats is sometimes they're priced a little higher, but you can use both sides.
Yeah.
So you're getting, double the value of it because you can
Double
go
the
nuts.
lifetime, double the value, all of it. So
Yes.
I get it. It's more expensive.
So
but
what are you doing with this? Are
So
you,
this is a toss-in for free if you go with I'm throwing it in with the soprano or
I
the
didn't know
lyric.
about this.
Yeah,
Nice.
soprano or the lyric. So it's a great add-on value if you want to get a backup machine
So
or step
another
up your machine
$200.
on there.
So,
And you can never have too many cutting mats.
no,
I mean,
or rotary cutters.
or rotary cutters or blades
Mm-hmm.
or rulers.
Right. So how long is this special? Through March?
Quilt month. Yes.
It's National
Through
Quilt,
March, yes.
Quilt Month, yes. So,
So-
it goes with the lyric and the
Soprano.
soprano. Okay, nice. A
Absolutely.
nice surprise. I didn't know about this.
Yeah. But if you want to buy these just by itself, and
Yes, you can.
because you need a rotary mat and a cutting mat, or not a rotary mat,
Rotary cutter.
rotary cutter and a cutting mat, that's a great package to just buy. Just because to get it, it's such a great value. It's awesome. So yeah, that's about all that I have for today. Do you have
Any more questions?
anything else? Do you guys have any questions? Anything at all?
No, I'm good. I think
Other than that,
we are
stay
done.
tuned for more stuff as we go along. Make sure you
Yes.
like, share, and subscribe to our videos. If you want to
I
come
think
in
Sue
and
got
get a
another
full-
video out this week on what? Doing, oh, Pintucks, using the
Pintuck foot.
the Pentuck foot. Okay, so that's on YouTube, and we should put those on our Facebook, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
We should share those every single time that they go up.
So we have more things coming up. Carrie's got a little project she's working on with blocks, and but we won't go into it yet because she's still working on it. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you guys. We
Happy.
will-
I don't know if anyone noticed. I was wearing green today because I was celebrating with you St. Patrick's Day today, even though it's not until Sunday.
Sunday.
So.
I have green pants on.
Oh, great. We got some green pants going on. So, all right. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to you for those of you who celebrate
you.
and do something with it. And we will see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. See ya.